Yeah, and hopefully he's got ability.
I mean, no disrespect to the mother there, but she's bred 4 winners. She's been to Swazir, who's been a disaster. She's been to Orpin, who's been a disaster, but that's one. She's been to Spartacus, who's retired now, and that was listed placed. She's been to Aussie Rules, who's been a disaster, and Strategic Prince has been a disaster. So it's the first time, really, she's had a proper covering. And to be fair, as you can see, he's a great big scopy horse with a good walk. I mean, if history is good, he should be better than the other ones. That it's the best stallion the mother's had over, I would say.
I remember Tom phoning me from the sales when he bought her with Ardent, and they were amazed that they managed to get him for 60 grand. It was one of those that you follow through. We're not going to buy this. We can't afford this. Let's follow it through on our budget. Unfortunately, he fell on our budget.
Yeah, I think we're very lucky to get him too. Now this is a Kodiac horse out of Best Mother. He was bought at Goss Orby as well. Not a typical Kodiac now. He's a bit more scope than most of them. Some of them be quite small and sharp, but this lad's got a bit of quality and size, and as you can see, a good walk as well. The last 2 colts we've seen that they cost more, but visually on the eye you can see why they cost more. They've got better pedigrees and they've got a bit more scope and size about them. The earlier horses, as Tim touched on, are probably for the sales races, but this is the sort of horse now that you'd like maybe for the Doncaster race or something like that. You know, the race that Mr. Lupton won this year. But good quality horse. He's been out in the field as well, so he's just literally come back in as well. But we're starting to break them all in, and hopefully in the next couple of weeks they'll all be ridden now.
You know, we probably couldn't have done a worse job on this morning in terms of the weather, booking awful weather. Booking awful weather, and you're probably seeing these horses at the worst, at their probable worst. You know, they're still hairy, they're not quite broken in, and they're still immature. You know, they've got lovely glossy coats on them at the sale, so really you're now seeing them warts and all. You know, you're seeing them work in progress.
Next horse is a See the Stars. I've always wanted to see the Stars, and well done to Midland Park for getting this guy. I mean, he's a top quality sire and can get a very good horse. Little bit more length and scope, and probably take a bit more time than the first 4 colts, but look, he looks well bought, and well done to the lad.
I saw him on the lunge a couple of weeks ago, and he goes round there, head down, tough, tries. You know, the Dan was a listed performer, and you know, the tyre is obviously top class. He gets top class horses. He was a top class horse. He'll only niggle with this horse. He'll probably just take a little. He's saying hello to us. He's trying to entice you to buy shares in him. Although of all the yearlings, this is the one that the shares are probably proving most popular in. And he might just take a little bit of time, mightn't he? But equally, he could have a lot of residual value. You know, if he's rated 85 plus from the end of his 3-year-old career, those jump boys, they'll be all over him. He could be, you know, I think we value her at 50 grand now, don't we? He could be worth 3 times that to go jumping at the end of his 3-year-old career. If he's won a race or 2 and stays a mile and a quarter and goes on good ground, they'll be all over in the jump squad.
No, as Tim says, he will take time, but look, he has a bit of quality about him, and the mother could run, so interesting. Look, nobody knows. I'm a great believer there that, you know, if it was guaranteed that the more money you give to them, the better they were, we'd all be out of business. Well, the great thing in our job is it doesn't happen that way. You can still buy a cheaper horse and end up competing at the very highest level.
Yeah, Don Juan is the perfect example of that, isn't he? 30,000 at the Breeze Ups. He's the 3rd top-rated 2-year-old in Europe. You know, he cost 30 grand. There's only Air Force Blue and and Shalar who's rated above him. He's rated 117. 2 years ago, Tamor, he was champion 2-year-old, wasn't he, in 2013, and he cost 36 grand. So Midland Park have shown that we can do it at the highest level. We just need your support to give us every chance to do that year in, year out.
Richard, with the sires, I think the sires have been disappointed this season.
Jamie's just asked, has any sires been disappointing this season?
To be fair, I think they've done all right. Little Burn Lad has been slightly disappointed. He had a lot of winners, but he lacked in quality and just didn't seem to be able to get a good horse. Zoffany, I mean, at one stage, Aiden was the only one that could train the good ones, but they were coming out of Coolmore's good mares. But late in the season, he came good, and you know, a sire for me is one that will improve bad mares, and Zoffany probably did that. Cliff's did okay. I mean, Wooden Bassett has done alright in France. I believe he's got a horse in France there. But realistically speaking, as I've said earlier, I punted on Bandyman this year. I think I've got 7 of them.